the moment no one saw coming. Sean Hannity's unexpected confessionate was a major event at Madison Square Garden, hours long, packed with high-profile names, heated moments, and surprises. You may not have even stayed for the whole thing, P. You arrived late. But what unfolded became much bigger than the venue, the stage, or even the performers. At the center of it all, Sean Hannity, a powerful voice in conservative media. Hannity has long dominated the airwaves with bold commentary and unapologetic opinions. But during this event, something different happened. A comedian made controversial remarks some felt were damaging to the country. Hannity was confronted, and the conversation quickly turned personal. You think I'm bad for America? Yeah. I do. In the long haul, I think you and shows like yours are. For a moment, the persona cracked. Hannity, typically the one in control of the conversation, found himself on the receiving end. What followed wasn't the usual back and forth you'd expect. It was something deeper, a rare, unscripted glimpse behind the curtain. And now, with just 28 days left until a pivotal election, Hannity is making headlines for reasons no one predicted. At 62, the man who has shaped conservative discourse for decades has revealed a side of himself the public has never seen: vulnerable, reflective, and startlingly honest. The unspoken truth: Sean Hannity's career has been built on certainty. Whether rallying a political base, confronting critics, or defending his ideals, he has always had an answer. His sharp instincts and ability to dominate a conversation are legendary. But in this moment, something shifted. Instead of deflecting or redirecting, he leaned into the criticism. The weight of the conversation wasn't carried by his usual booming voice or fiery rebuttals, but by the silences between his words. The pauses, the hesitation, the expression on his face. It was clear this wasn't just about political theater. It was personal, the public, and the private. 4 years. Whispers have followed Hannity from both loyal supporters and fierce opponents. What drives him? What does he believe when the cameras are off? What's behind the unwavering confidence? Now, we may be closer to finding out. His recent exchange with Stephen A. Smith added another unexpected layer. With a smirk and a shrug, Smith quipped, "Do you want to get it out of the way now? How hard your life is, that you have to defend being friends with me?" It was a light jab, but it carried weight. The kind that exposes the complicated reality of public figures navigating personal relationships in a polarized world. A turning point. This wasn't just another segment. It wasn't just another debate. It was a turning point for Hannity, for his audience, and perhaps for the broader conversation in America. For the first time, the man behind the microphone let the story be about him. And in doing so, he may have told us more than years of monologues ever could. The side we were never meant to see for years. People have quietly wondered, would Sean Hannity ever reveal the other side of himself, the side that doesn't speak into a microphone, the side hidden behind the spotlight? A side that might carry doubts, regrets, or even vulnerability. Now, for the first time, is offering a glimpse into that hidden world. Could the answers lie in his past, before the fame, before the headlines? To understand the man behind the voice, we have to go back to where it all began. Humble beginnings. Sean Hannity was born and December 30th, 1961, in New York City, and raised in Franklin Square, a quiet working-class neighborhood in Long Island. His roots are deeply Irish Catholic, and his upbringing was shaped by tradition, discipline, and family-first values. The youngest of 4 children, Sean looked up to his older siblings while trying to carve out his own place in the family. His father, Hugh Hannity, was a World War II veteran who later worked as a family court officer, someone who understood both the harshness and fairness of the justice. His mother, Lillian, balanced dual roles as a stenographer and a corrections officer. Both parents worked hard and instilled in Sean a strong sense of determination, work ethic, and integrity. From an early age, Sean was energetic, curious, and restless. For more formative years, he attended St. Pius X Preparatory Seminary in Uniondale for high school, a strict Catholic institution. It's known for its demanding academic and religious environment. Though the seminary offered structure and discipline, it also revealed to Sean that the priesthood wasn't his calling. He was searching for something more dynamic, something that aligned better with his evolving interests. After high school, he enrolled at New York University and later transferred to Adelphi University. But college never fully captured his attention. It wasn't that he lacked intelligence or drive. He simply didn't believe that a degree would take him where he wanted to go. So, in a bold and unconventional move, he left college before graduating too. Many, it seemed like a risky decision. For Hannity, it was the first step toward building a life on his own terms. Hands-on hustle in the years that followed. He took on various jobs, including working as a building contractor. These early jobs gave him real-world experience and a sense of independence. They also reinforced the values his parents had taught him: hard work, perseverance, and the belief that success is earned, not given. But even as he poured concrete and built walls, he was drawn to bigger ideas: politics, social issues, and the constant hum of national debates. He had a passion for expressing himself, and often engaged friends, co-workers, and strangers in spirited discussions. It became clear that Sean had a natural gift for communication and connection. Foundations of a future. Looking back, it's easy to see how each piece of Hannity's early life helped shape the man he would become. His family taught him resilience. Seminary education gave him discipline. His decision to leave college revealed a willingness to defy expectations. And his passion for dialogue hinted at the media career that was yet to come. What's now being revealed after decades in the public eye isn't a reinvention. It's a return, a revisiting of the quiet truths that built the foundation of his voice. And for the first time, it's letting the world see it. How did Sean Hannity go from a curious and determined young man to one of the most influential voices in media today? Sean Hannity's journey has been one of persistence, evolution, and significant influences, especially within American conservative media. Despite having no formal training in journalism, Hannity broke into the broadcasting industry through sheer determination and self-belief. Starting out as a college dropout with a passion for media, Hannity took his first steps into broadcasting in 1989, when he volunteered as a host for KCSB-FM, a college radio station in Santa Barbara, California. Although the show was short-lived due to controversy over offensive remarks, the experience ignited his ambition to pursue a career in media. His first major breakthrough came shortly after, when he landed a radio job in Huntsville, Alabama. His bold commentary and traditional viewpoints quickly gained attention, though they also sparked controversy. Even after being fired from his first professional radio gig over another contentious statement, Hannity didn't give up. Instead, he used the setback as motivation to push forward and seek new opportunities. In 1996, his radio show, The Sean Hannity Show, started gaining significant traction, eventually broadcasting across hundreds of stations nationwide. That same year, he joined Fox News as a co-host of Hannity and Combs' political debate show, where Hannity's conservative views were regularly challenged by liberal co-host Alan Combs. This format allowed Hannity to cement his reputation as a passionate debater and a staunch defender of conservative policies. His combative yet relatable style resonated with many Americans, especially during times of heightened political tension, helping him build a loyal following. When Combs left the show in 2009, Fox News rebranded it simply as Hannity, giving him full control as the solo host. From there, his influence only grew, and he became one of the network's most prominent figures and a leading voice in conservative commentary, polarizing yet influential force in American media. Sean Hannity's show became a major platform for conservative voices, regularly featuring high-profile interviews, political commentary, and analysis that helped shape public opinion, particularly among older audiences. Despite his widespread success, Hannity's career has not been without its share of controversy and criticism. He has often come under fire for his strong political biases and unwavering support for conservative figures, most notably Donald Trump. Critics have accused him of blurring the lines between journalism and political advocacy, especially during Trump's presidency, when Hannity was seen as one of the administration's most vocal supporters. Still, despite the backlash, his ratings continued to climb, demonstrating his appeal to a significant portion of the American public, who appreciated his no-nonsense approach and unapologetic viewpoints. Outside of television, Hannity found massive success in radio. The Sean Hannity Show became one of the highest-rated talk radio programs in the United States. He also authored several best-selling books, including Let Freedom Ring and Live Free or Die, where he outlines his conservative beliefs and critiques liberal policies. Throughout his career, Hannity has had to navigate a divided media landscape, filled with both support and intense opposition. His steadfast commitment to his principles regardless of public criticism has made him both a polarizing and influential figure in American media. A private life behind the public persona. Despite being in the spotlight for decades, Sean Hannity has managed to keep much of his personal life, particularly his love life, out of the public eye. While building his media empire, he met journalist Jill Rhodes, a relationship that would become a foundational part of his private life. Their love story began in the early 1990s, while Hannity was working as a radio host in Alabama, and Jill was a journalist at the Huntsville Times. According to reports, Sean was immediately drawn to Jill's intelligence and charm. He has often credited her with playing a key role in his success, acknowledging that her support helped him endure the pressures of an intense and highly public career. The couple married and had 2 children together, a son in 1998 and a daughter, Mary Kelly, born in 2002. Throughout their marriage, Jill Rhodes remained a supportive but private figure, rarely stepping into the limelight despite her husband's high-profile career. Behind the scenes, a quiet partner in his success throughout Sean Hannity's rise to fame, Jill Rhodes remained a steady presence behind the scenes. More than just his wife, she was often a creative partner, serving as a sounding board for his ideas, working as an editor, and even helping shape content for both his radio and television shows. Despite Hannity's high-profile position at Fox News, the couple managed to keep their family life largely private. For many years, they were seen as the ideal conservative couple, committed to their family, values, and faith. However, after more than 26 years of marriage, Sean and Jill quietly separated, with their divorce publicly confirmed in 2020. Conservative commentator Sean Hannity, a host of Hannity on Fox News since 2009, has divorced his wife Jill Rhodes. After more than 20 years of marriage, according to sources close to the pair, they had legally separated about a year prior to the public announcement. In fact, they had reportedly been living apart for several years. Despite the split, the couple issued a joint statement emphasizing that their divorce was amicable. They reaffirmed their commitment to co-parenting their 2 children and maintaining a respectful relationship. Friends of the family suggested the separation was not due to a single event, but rather a gradual growing apart, brought on by Hannity's demanding career and diverging life paths. Even as their marriage ended, Jill continued to support his professional endeavors from behind the scenes. Their children remained the priority, and neither the separation nor the divorce seemed to impact Hannity's on-air presence. A new chapter: relationship, rumors, and public curiosity. Following the announcement of his divorce, attention quickly turned to Hannity's personal life and, in particular, his rumored relationship with fellow Fox News host Ainsley Earhardt. Speculation suggested the two began seeing each other in 2019. Shortly after Hannity's split from Jill, during the pandemic, eyewitnesses claimed that Earhardt had been broadcasting her show from Hannity's Long Island home, fueling rumors of a budding relationship. The pair were also spotted arriving together at various events, prompting many to believe their connection went beyond a professional friendship. While neither Hannity nor Earhardt publicly confirmed the relationship, the ongoing speculation added a new layer of intrigue to Hannity's personal narrative, one that contrasts sharply with the carefully guarded privacy he had maintained for much of his life. Private lives, public curiosity. Despite the swirling rumors surrounding Sean Hannity and Ainsley Earhardt, both have remained tight-lipped about their relationship. Neither has confirmed nor denied the speculation, leaving the public and media to draw their own conclusions. Earhardt has emphasized that her main focus is on raising her daughter. While Hannity remains dedicated to his career and his two children, this silence has only deepened public curiosity. Yet, it aligns with a consistent pattern in Hannity's life, a strong commitment to privacy. Even as a high-profile public figure, under constant media scrutiny, he has managed to keep much of his personal life away from the spotlight. What is clear is his devotion to his children. Hannity often speaks fondly of them, underscoring that family remains a top priority. Now at 62, he finds himself at a significant turning point, one that could involve revealing a long-held truth. Answering years of speculation that has followed him throughout his career, the president's shadow, while Hannity's personal life remains carefully guarded. His relationship with former President Donald Trump has been far more visible and far more controversial. Their connection began well before Trump's presidency and grew stronger during the 2016 election. Hannity emerged as one of Trump's most vocal and consistent allies in the media, using his platform to amplify the president's message and defend him from critics. But their bond extended beyond the professional, behind the scenes. The two were reportedly in frequent contact, often speaking by phone late into the night. These conversations, according to insiders, spanned everything from political strategy to personal encouragement. Hannity wasn't just a media supporter, he acted as an informal advisor, helping shape messaging and policy responses. His role in Trump's inner circle became so prominent that some insiders referred to Hannity as a shadow chief of staff. The Fox News host became part of an unofficial advisory team, blurring the lines between journalism, commentary, and political consulting. One of the most controversial revelations came in 2018, when it was disclosed in court that Hannity was the unnamed third client of Michael Cohen, Trump's personal attorney. Hannity had never publicly disclosed this connection, even as he covered Cohen and related legal matters on his show. The revelation sparked ethical concerns and intensified criticism of his dual role as commentator and confidant. Yet through it all, Fox News stood firmly behind Hannity. The network issued statements defending his right to speak freely and maintained their support even as headlines questioned the ethics of his involvement with the Trump administration. A voice of defense and influence, Sean Hannity's unwavering support for Donald Trump didn't just play out on television, it became a defining feature of their relationship and a powerful force in shaping public perception during the Trump presidency. Hannity frequently defended Trump's policies and decisions, often positioning himself as a media bulwark against critics and investigations. When Trump faced intense backlash such as over the travel ban targeting predominantly Muslim countries, Hannity stood firmly in his corner. Using his primetime Fox News platform, he defended the policy as a necessary measure for national security, reframing the narrative for conservative audiences. His consistent vocal backing turned him into one of the administration's most trusted and visible defenders on cable news. Yet, their relationship wasn't entirely one-sided. Behind the scenes, there were moments when Hannity encouraged more caution. One of the most revealing instances came during the January 6th Capitol riot. Though he publicly supported Trump's claims around election integrity, leaked text messages showed that Hannity had privately urged the administration to calm tensions and change its tone. The January 6th committee has released texts from Sean Hannity to then Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, where Hannity called for Trump to discourage further unrest. These communications revealed a more complex dynamic. Hannity is not just a cheerleader, but an informal advisor trying to mitigate the fallout. Though he continued to defend Trump publicly, he seemed to recognize behind closed doors the dangers of escalating political conflict, a platform for power. Throughout Trump's presidency, Hannity functioned as more than just a talk show, became a direct line to the conservative base. The program served as a platform where policies, grievances, and strategies could be shared without the challenge of opposing viewpoints. In this environment, Hannity helped amplify the administration's messaging, often bypassing traditional media scrutiny. The synergy between media and power benefited both sides. Trump received favorable coverage and a loyal audience. Hannity enjoyed soaring ratings and growing influence. It's becoming one of the most watched and talked about figures in conservative media. However, The same closeness that boosted his profile also brought heavy criticism. Many accused Hannity of abandoning journalistic integrity, acting more as a political advocate than an impartial commentator. He pushed back against these claims, asserting that he never claimed to be a journalist. Instead, he identified as a conservative commentator with opinions, not obligations to neutrality. "I'm not a journalist. I'm a talk show host," Hannity once clarified, rejecting traditional expectations of objectivity. Despite the criticism, role in shaping public opinion was undeniable. White House insiders noted that Hannity's conversations with Trump, often occurring late at night, could sway the president's perspective, reinforce beliefs, or influence decisions, especially during times when Trump felt politically cornered. Hannity provided not only support but strategic reassurance. Their bond illustrated a powerful convergence of media and politics, one in which a television host could help guide the thinking of the most powerful man in the world. It marked a new era in American media, where the lines between commentary, influence, and governance blurred like never before. Blurring the lines, media, politics, and a dangerous confession. Sean Hannity's career has long been marked by a unique fusion of media influence and political advocacy, exemplifying how modern American media can blur the lines between journalism and politics. But what recent revelation has thrust Hannity back into the spotlight, sparking widespread discussion and controversy? Throughout Donald Trump's presidency, and especially during its aftermath, Hannity stood as one of Trump's most loyal defenders. His support, however, took a highly contentious turn during the 2020 presidential election, centered around allegations involving Dominion voting systems at the time. Hannity had evolved from a prominent right-wing commentator on Fox News to a close ally, an insider, within the Trump administration's orbit. Following the election, Trump and his legal team, including Rudy Giuliani and Sidney Powell, began pushing claims that the election had been rigged. Central to these accusations was Dominion Voting Systems, company providing voting machines in multiple states, accused of manipulating votes to favor Joe Biden. Hannity, alongside other top Fox News hosts such as Tucker Carlson and Jeanine Pirro, gave airtime to these claims, amplifying the narrative of widespread voter fraud. On his show, Hannity voiced concerns about the election's fairness, despite the lack of concrete evidence supporting these allegations. Behind the scenes, a stark contrast, however. The story behind the cameras was markedly different. During a deposition tied to Dominion's defamation lawsuit against Fox News, a lawsuit seeking $1.6 billion, Hannity made a startling admission. According to court documents, he confessed that he never believed the election fraud claims for a second. Despite promoting them publicly on his show, Dominion's lawsuit argued that Fox News knowingly spread falsehoods to maintain viewership and cater to a loyal base of Trump supporters. As the case unfolded, revealed a network torn between journalistic integrity and commercial interests. Court filings disclosed that Rupert Murdoch, chairman of Fox Corporation, and other top executives were aware the fraud allegations were baseless, but were reluctant to publicly disavow them. This internal conflict highlighted the challenges faced by media organizations in balancing truth with business pressures. A historic settlement. The lawsuit culminated in a dramatic resolution when Fox News agreed to settle with Dominion in April 2023 for a staggering $787.5 million, a landmark settlement that sent shockwaves through the media industry. This settlement not only underscored the financial risks of promoting unfounded conspiracy theories, but also spotlighted the ethical quandaries media outlets face when commercial incentives clash with factual reporting. The biggest media settlement, and its fallout, the $787.5 million settlement between Fox News and Dominion Voting Systems, was the largest in media history, highlighting the serious consequences of spreading unverified claims. For Sean Hannity, this marked a significant blow to his credibility. Despite his private doubts, he gave airtime to conspiracy theories that fueled public distrust in the 2020 election's integrity. One of the most shocking moments in this saga was Hannity's sworn testimony during a deposition. Under oath, he admitted that he never believed former President Donald Trump's claims about voting machine fraud. even while publicly supporting those unfounded allegations. This revelation raises important questions about the responsibility media figures hold when they present information they themselves don't believe. The Dominion case exposed Fox News' struggle to balance maintaining its influence with upholding journalistic standards, while the legal settlement resolved the lawsuit. The damage to the network's reputation had already been done, prompting widespread debate over the ethical lines crossed in pursuit of ratings. Media power and responsibilities. Sean Hannity's career exemplifies the immense power media personalities wield in shaping public opinion. As a staunch voice for conservative ideas and a key player in political discourse, he has influenced millions of viewers and listeners. But with such influence comes responsibility, something Hannity has been questioned about repeatedly, especially given his close relationship with President Trump and his role in spreading controversial election claims. Supporters praise Hannity for his unwavering defense of conservative values and his connection with his audience. Critics argue that his promotion of false information misled the public and eroded trust in the electoral process. At 62, Hannity's story is both inspiring and complicated. His rise from a determined young man with no formal journalism training to a media powerhouse is impressive. Yet the Dominion controversy reveals the pitfalls of wielding such influence without full accountability. The intersection of media and politics. Hannity's close friendship with Trump underscores how deeply intertwined media and politics have become. More than just a commentator, Hannity sometimes acted as a political promoter, blurring traditional lines. This dynamic raises ongoing questions about the appropriate level of influence media figures should have over politicians in public discourse. Despite the controversies, Hannity retains a large, loyal fan base who believe he speaks for their values and concerns. However, as calls for greater accountability in media grow louder, Hannity's legacy may depend on whether he embraces more responsibility for his platform. What's next for Sean Hannity? Sean Hannity's journey is a powerful lesson about media influence, ethics, and the importance of truth. What he does next will shape not only how he is remembered, but also how media and honesty can coexist in the future. What do you think about Hannity's revelations and the controversy surrounding him? Could there be more secrets yet to come? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights. And click the next video on your screen, you won't want to miss it.